14th of September 2023. In this news flash I'm going to talk about Eskom. Yeah, this is really getting serious now. And then we had that incident yesterday where people were getting SMSs that they should not charge their batteries when the load shedding ends because it creates another peak. And I have spoken about that in a previous Skidmark where I talked about these solar installations and so forth. And that is the unfortunate reality. They put us into this system where we have to cope with hours without power, and people go and they invest in battery backups without solar panels, only inverters and batteries, to ease the pain, to keep things going. They forced us into that position, and now they want to punish you because you went ahead and made provision to cope with their instability and incapabilities. I've said it in a Skidmark that I did earlier today about politicians. The tribes better get their act together. The tribes, get your acts together and fuck these politicians up, because they allowed this to happen to us. And not one single party can be excluded. Not one. They're all in it. They're all in it. And then you see that ridiculousness. Now they want to charge the writer because he instigated an investigation without using the state machinery. The bloody state machinery is so fucking corrupt you can trust them with nothing. But, I say again, the tribes better wake up. These politicians are planning to wipe us out. That is what they are planning to do. And then I listened to Malema last night, and he was talking about, yeah, I want Brian back and that Coco back and so forth. The fact of the fucking matter is, prior to the ANC interfering in Eskom and launching an avalanche or a tsunami of cadres in there, Eskom was working perfectly, and the Eskom board was, if I remember correctly, 5 people, 4 engineers and 1 accountant, or it can be 6, but it was 1 accountant and the rest was engineers, and that was it. Today we sit with a board there, fuck knows how many of them has actually got a matric, a valid matric, not a 37% pass or a diploma bought from getyourqualificationonline.com. This is the problem that we have with this ANC. They fucked our country up with incompetent people. That's what they did. Look at those ministers. Then we get this message today, yeah, the cabinet is now happy with the explanations that Minister of Darkness has given them about the maintenance plans, and that the load shedding stage 6 shouldn't be carrying on for too long. What the fuck is he talking about? First of all, show us that cabinet that listened to that minister. Show me that cabinet. And then at the same time, on that photograph, give us an indication of what their qualifications are, what their experience are. And just for the hell of it, put their IQs in as well. This is the bloody problem. This superior logic and natural intelligence shit. This is what you get. They have. Look at what's happening with the Sassa now from Postnet. Now I heard a rumor, and I'm saying it, it's a rumor. Apparently, there at that Postnet, when that bundle of money comes from Treasury for Sassa, there's some clever guys there that take that bundle and they put it into an investment account, and they earn interest, daily interest. So the longer they keep it in that investment account, the more interest they make, because they're scamming that interest off. So think about that. But let's come back to Eskom. Look at this. This is the power schedule for me for tomorrow. Look at that. No power from 7 o'clock until 11. 4 hours. Then I've got power from 11 until 3. That is 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. 4 hours. 4 hours of power. Then it goes off again for 4 hours. Then it comes back for 4 hours. And it goes again for 2 hours. Now, try and imagine you are a small business providing takeaway food somewhere. This is your day. When that power comes back at 11 o'clock, to get the toasters and the fryers and the deep fryers and everything onto temperature takes about half an hour to 45 minutes. So that brings you to 11:45. Then you can do the lunchtime rush and then it's done. So you've got 3 hours of actual business. But yet, we can hear these messages and we see the news posts about Treasury is running out of money. And they are borrowing 14 billion rand a week. What the fuck is that? When is South Africa, the voters, going to understand that these incompetent, bumbling fools is ruining the country? They are ruining the country because stupidity is running wild everywhere. You must look at that cabinet and look at that ministers. And then you think and try and imagine for yourself, how is it possible that that person is in charge of a government department? They cannot even run a fucking spaza shop. But this is where we are. And many people have spoken about it. Many black people have been talking about it. Vusi Tembakwayo has been vocal about the fact that these incompetent idiots are in charge of departments. And then the black people, and especially the Sassa brigade, which are the vocal, racist keyboard warriors, they must just think carefully. Their lives and futures are being screwed big time while they cheer for it. Now, that is a special kind of stupid. That is why I'm saying the tribes must take over. We need to get rid of all the politicians, all of them. We don't need politicians. Why do we need a city council? Why? Why? All you need is engineers and accountants and planners and that type of people to run that city, because that city is a technical thing. No, we've got that whole room full of councillors getting massive fucking salaries, and all they do is disrupt as much as they can. That is the problem. And then you see some of these towns and cities, the salary budgets is 80% of the revenue of that municipality. So 20% is left over to do infrastructure and provide services. It can never work. Never. But back to that load shedding schedule that I have. So that is a Friday facing small businesses in South Africa. And then the Minister of Finance is bitching about running out of money And then Kieswetter from SARS comes out with his fucking story, and now there's rumors they want to up the VAT to 17 or 18%. Think about that one. Where is the political parties? They should be up in arms, all of them. Not one should be out of that party that say, whoa, that's not going to happen. But no, they don't do it. Because they get a lack of fat pay, and if things goes a bit tight for them, tight for them is a different tight than tight for us, they just put a vote through to up their salaries. Just like that. They don't care where the petrol price is going up. Now we're talking, there's another hike at the end of September. A Moorse hike. And they publish their discussion kak, and they hit us with the Brent price per barrel. I think tonight was $93 a barrel. That price is immaterial. We know they're buying from Russia. They're paying $60 a barrel max. And Russia gives discounts still. But where is the politicians? Why are they not standing up as one and say, hey, come on, bring that calculation of the fuel price. We want to see what the fuck is going on here. No, they don't do it because they're all in it. Some cadres are making billions. The government is making us, the users of fuel, to pay for the money that they are stealing on the one side. We must pay it when we put fuel in. Guys, we better wake up. But, I'm saying again, this is what you get by voting for idiots. And then we've got this from Sir Kabona Alfred. Save power tonight or risk stage 7 or higher, Eskom warns. Imagine being so arrogant with your incompetence that you threaten the users of your product to use less of it. They will take more of it away from you. Only in South Africa. And I have said this in Skidmarks. A lot of people has invested now in solar and installed solar, and businesses are installing solar, and people are making alternative arrangements with their power. By the time Eskom gets their shit sorted out, they're going to find a lot of their consumers, the consumers that are the regular, loyal payers, are going to use a hell of a lot less of their power or nothing. So the cleverness is broken. And then we have this one from Richard Spoor. News 24 wrote, on the brink of stage 7, erratic coal power stations may push SA over the edge. Experts warn that coal power stations are unpredictable and that any further breakdowns could push the country into stage 7. And then Richard Spoor said, the monster of electricity is doing great. Well, he's a lawyer, he should know. Fact of the matter is, we are in serious trouble. Primarily because of IQ. Get that in. Take note of that. We are in the tight spots that we are. Our country is collapsing and falling apart because of IQ. And call me a racist, call me whatever you like, I don't care. You can call me anything. But just make sure when you call me things that your lights are on. Please give me a like and a subscribe and share the thing. Thank you for your support.